Good morning, students. All are fine? Yes. I hope to all are complete the worksheet. Okay. All are clear about the matter lesson? Yes. Okay. Today we see about the next chapter, next unit, Unit 6. Unit 6. Microorganism. The Unit 6 lesson, Microorganisms. Okay, this lesson comes under the biology. Okay, this lesson comes under the biology. What is mean biology? The science that deals with the science that deals with the plant and animal. The science that deals to study the plants and animals. Plants and animal. The science deals with the study of plants and animals, human beings. Okay, that is called the biology. The science that deals with the study of plants and animals. Plants and animals. It's called the biology. It's called biology. Okay. So the science that deals with the study of plants and animals is called the biology. Animals include human beings, some other organisms also including the animals. Okay. So the science that deals with the study of plants and animals is called the biology. Yes, all are clear about this one? Yes. What are the living things? Plants and animals are living things. Plants and animals. These two are living things. Apart from the plants and animals, some organisms also on the earth. That is called the microorganism. That is called the microorganism. Micro means it is very small. Too small in size. We cannot see the organism with our naked eye. Naked eye means your eyes. Okay. With the help of microscope only, we can see the microorganisms. We can see the microorganisms. In this lesson, we learn about the what are the microorganisms and the uses of the microorganisms and the harmful of the microorganisms. Okay. Now we study about that. Now, what is microbiology? What is microbiology? Microbiology. What is microbiology? Nothing but the science that deals with the study of microorganisms. Study of microorganisms. It's called the microbiology. It's called the microbiology. Yes? What does mean by microbiology? The science that deals with the study of microorganisms. Okay, the size, the character, useful, harmful, everything. Okay, that study of microorganism is called microbiology. Okay, what does mean by biology? The science that deals with the study of plants and animals is called biology. What does mean by microbiology? The science that deals with the study of microorganism is called the microbiology. So microorganisms, it is very too small in size. First point is too small in size. Small in size. We cannot see our naked eye. We cannot see our naked eyes. Okay. With the help of microscope only we can see the organisms. So that organisms is called a microbes. That organism is called a microbes. That organism is called a microbes. What does mean by microbes? Okay, the microscopic only to see through the microscope, that organism is called the microbes. Okay, the science that deals with the study of microorganism is called a microbiology. Yes, all are clear about this one. Microorganism is too small in size. We cannot see the microorganism with our naked eye. With the help of microscope only we can see the microorganisms. Okay, that organism is called the microbes. Okay, next the science that deals with the study of microorganism is called a microbiology. Yes, next we see that microorganism. Where the microorganism present? Where the microorganism present? The microorganism are present everywhere. Microorganism present everywhere. Okay, all the places. The microorganism present in all the places on the earth. Okay, like pond, river, ocean, soil. Okay, ocean, soil. Okay, and inside our body also. Inside our bodies. Inside our body, so many bacteria are present in our stomach, small intestine and large intestines. With the help of that bacteria, the food are digested. Okay, so everywhere the microorganisms are present, like pond, river, ocean, soil, and inside our body. Some unfavorable conditions. Okay, very hot, very spring, very cold. That conditions also the microorganisms are present. Some unfavorable conditions. The microorganisms are present. Very cold condition, very hot condition, and spring. Okay, in this place also the microorganisms are present. Okay, next desert, snow. Okay, next they remain inactive under the unfavorable condition. They remain inactive, cannot activate, because they having a favorable condition. They having a host cell. Then inside the host cell only the microorganisms are develop their character and produce the young ones. Okay. So next, what are the microorganisms? The microorganisms are 5 categories. Virus, bacteria, fungi. Next one is the algae. Next one is the alga. The last one is the protozoa. The last one is the protozoa. What are the microorganisms? The microorganisms are classified into 5 categories. The microorganisms are classified into 5 categories: virus, bacteria, fungi, algae, and protozoa. What are the microorganisms? Virus, bacteria, fungi, algae, and protozoa. First we see about the virus. All of you are about the viral diseases. Now the COVID-19 also one of the viral diseases. How cannot control the viral diseases? Because the virus enter the host cell, it develop the and changes the genetic material also. That why we cannot give the proper medicine to control the viral diseases. Okay, now we see the virus. First we see the virus. A virus is a teeny particle. Virus is a teeny particle. It is very too small. We cannot see our naked eye. With the help of microscope only we see that virus. Okay, so the virus, with the help of electron microscope only we can see the virus. Okay, electron microscope. Electron microscope. But the fungi are seen in the magnifying glass. Okay, it is enough to see the magnifying glass to see the fungus. Okay, fungus are unicellular fungi, also multicellular fungus. Okay. Through the electron microscope only we see the virus. It is very teeny particle made up of a genetic material. Genetic material. Genetic material. Genetic material and protein. So the virus is very teeny particle. It's too small. Okay, the virus is very small in size, that is teeny particle. With the help of electron microscope only we will see the virus. Okay, the virus is made up of genetic material and protein. Genetic material and protein. They are intermediate between living and non-living things. The virus are intermediate. Intermediate means it depend upon the one another. Okay, intermediate living and non-living things. Okay, a virus means poison in Latin word. Latin. Okay, in Latin virus means. Okay, Latin is one of the language, you know. In that language, the virus means poison. Virus means poison. What is poison? In Latin language, virus means poison. Virus means poison. Yes, all are clear? This teeny particle are made up of genetic material and protein. It can see through only electron microscope. The virus means poison in Latin language. A virus are intercellular obligatory parasite. It is one of the parasites. Okay, parasites. Parasites means it depends upon the food for another one living organisms. That is the parasites. Okay, next, the study of virus. The science that deals with the study of virus is called virology. The science that deals with the study of virus is called the virology. All are listen carefully. This is 1 2 mark. Okay, so listen carefully. The science that deals with the study of virus is called virology. Okay, next, the poison. What does mean by virus means poison? In which language? Latin language. Yes, all are clear about this one? Yes. Virus is 10,000 times smaller than bacteria. It is very smaller than 10,000 times smaller than bacteria. It is smaller than bacteria. Okay, next, virus have a different shapes. Virus having a different shape like rod shape, spider shape. So many shapes are having. Okay, and another shapes also the virus are having. Okay, what are the shapes of virus? Rod and spherical, etc. Yes, all are clear about this one. Next we see the virus structure. Next structure of virus. Next we see the structure of virus. Okay. Virus structure. Okay. The virus contain a core DNA and genetic material, you know. Okay. Last I am saying. Okay. The virus is made up of a genetic material and protein. That genetic material is the DNA and RNA. That is the core. The virus contain a core of DNA and RNA. Surrounding the code is protein code. That the code is called the protein code. That code is called the protein code. This is the core. The virus contain the core is DNA and RNA. This core is surrounded by the protein code. Surrounded by the protein code. In some virus, the protein code is covered by the envelope of protein, lipids and carbohydrate. Protein, lipids and carbohydrate. The protein code, this protein code are enveloped. The protein code are enveloped by the protein, lipids and carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. Okay, all of you are about this one? Yes. The envelope has skids the help of virus particle to attach the host cell. What is mean by host cell? Yes. What is mean by host cell means now I am taking the COVID-19 virus. Okay, so that virus attack anyone. Okay, any people. Okay, that people is called the host cell. Okay, the virus attacked by the any people means that is called the host cell. That people is called the host. Okay, so the help of the virus particle attached to the host cell. A virus have both a character, living and non-living characters. Okay, the virus shows both living and non-living. We are the living characters only. Virus shows both living as well as non-living characters. Okay, living and non-living character. This is very important. The virus shows both living and non-living characters. The virus shows living and non-living characters. Now we see the living character of virus. Now we see the living character of virus. Living characters of virus. The virus responds heat, chemicals. The virus responds heat, chemicals and radiations. It responds. Okay. The virus responds heat, chemicals and radiations. They reproduce inside the host cell. They reproduce. When the virus are reproduced, they develop the character. When the virus are develop the character, the virus are inside the host cell. Then only they reproduce. Then only they reproduce and produce the copies of themselves. Okay. Second point is reproduce inside the host cell. Okay. Next, the third point is they show the irritability. Okay. This is the living character of virus. Okay. they respond to heat, chemicals and radiations. They reproduce in the inside a host cell and it shows the irritability. Okay, now we see the non-living characters of virus. Now we see the non-living characters. Non-living characters of virus. Okay, so the first point is they are inactive. They are inactive. Where they are inactive? Present freely in environment. The virus are inactive. They cannot active. Where? Freely present in the environment. Freely present in the environment. They search. Okay, they search the proper. They search the host cell. Okay, they search the host cell. If anyone are having a low immunity, means the virus affected the patient. Okay, afterwards they reproduce. They increase the characters. Okay. They can be catalyzed and stored in very long time and other non-living characters. Next one is the cytoplasm is absent. The metabolic machineries and cytoplasm is absent. Okay, next the virus causes many diseases. Okay, yes, isn't it? The virus causes many diseases in plant and animals. Okay, in plant means citrus canker. The citrus canker, the lemon. If you see the lemon, and some lemons the surface of the lemon having a small patches, isn't it? That is affected by the virus. Okay, next in humans means chickenpox, polio, HIV. These are the virus affected by the human beings. Now we see some virus diagrams. Shape of the virus diagram. First I am drawing the bacteriophage. All are take a pencil and paper, follow me. Then only we can draw easily. Okay, bacteriophage. Bacteriophage. What does mean by bacteriophage? The virus affected the bacteria is called the bacteriophage. The virus affected the bacteria, that is called the bacteriophage. Okay, so listen. I think all are take a pencil and paper. Yes. Draw. Follow me. Yes. Yes. All are draw this one. Yes. Now unlabel the parts. This is the code. The code is RNA and DNA. This is the head part. This is the head. Okay. Next one is this one is the shape. Next one is the capsule. This one is the capsule. Yes? All are draw this one. This is the diagram of the bacteriophage. This is one of the shape of the virus. Yes. Next diagram. The next diagram is the tobacco mosaic virus. Tobacco, the virus affected the tobacco plant. Okay, tobacco mosaic virus. Tobacco mosaic virus. Tobacco mosaic virus. Yes, all are take a pencil and a paper. Yes, follow me. Yes, follow me. Yes. The virus affected the tobacco plant. That is called the tobacco mosaic virus. Tobacco mosaic virus. Yes, this is the tobacco mosaic virus. This is the RNA, ribonucleic acid. RNA, ribonucleic acid. Ribonucleic acid. DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay, RNA. Next one is this one is the core protein. This one is the core protein. Protein. Proteins. Okay, proteins. Yes. Draw the tobacco mosaic virus. Tobacco mosaic virus. Yes. Next. Yes, all are clear about the virus. A virus is tiny particle made up of a genetic material and protein. The genetic material is DNA and RNA. Okay, so the virus is made up of very small. We cannot see our naked eye with the help of electron microscope only. We can see the virus. Okay, so the science that deals with the study of microorganisms is called the microbiology. The microorganisms occur everywhere, like pond, river, ocean, soil, or inside our body. It also unfavorable conditions. Also, the virus are grow. That is hot, very hot, desert. Next, cold conditions, spring conditions also they live. The virus are divided into 5 categories. Microorganisms are divided into 5 categories: virus, bacteria, fungi, algae, and protozoa. Okay, next we see the virus. It is a tiny particle is made up of a genetic material and protein. They are intermediate between living and non-living characters. Okay, already I explained. What are the living characters and non-living characters? Virus means poison in Latin language. Virus are intercellular aggregative parasites. Okay, so what is mean by virology? The science that deals with the study of virus is called virology. Virus are 10,000 times smaller than the bacteria. Virus have a different shape, broad shape and the spiral shapes. Structure of virus. The virus contain DNA and the RNA, core of DNA and RNA. That core is covered by the protein coat. The protein coat is covered by the envelope made up of a protein, lipids and carbohydrate. Thus envelope and skips the help of virus particle to the host cell. Host cell means the virus are affected the patient body. That body is called the host cell. A virus show the both living and non-living characters. Okay, in living character the virus responds the heat, chemicals and radiations. They reproduce inside the host cell. They reproduce inside the host cell. Okay, and produce the copies of their cells. They show the irritability. the non-living characters. They inactive, when they inactive, are present freely in the environment. They characterize store for the long time. Okay, the metabolic machinery and cytoplasm is absent. So the virus causes many diseases in plant and animals also. Okay, all are clear about this one. Next we see the bacteria. So the bacteria is a single celled. What does mean by bacteria? A bacteria is a single celled prokaryotic. Prokaryotic means without nucleus. Not well developed. Karyotic means nucleus. So there is no nucleus in a bacteria cell. Okay, single cell prokaryotic. What is the first point? The bacteria has a single cell prokaryotic. Prokaryotic means without the nucleus. Okay, they are considered to be a first living organism on earth. The bacteria is considered the first living organism on the earth. That is the cyanobacteria. The bacteria comes under the kingdom Monera. Okay, comes under the kingdom Monera. Okay, so the study of bacteria, the science that deals with the study of bacteria is called bacteriology. That is called bacteriology. Okay, the size of the bacteria ranges 1 micro. The size of the 1 micrometer to 5 micrometer. M means micro. 1 micrometer to 1 micrometer. M means micrometer to 5 micrometer. Okay, 5 micrometer. The size of the bacteria ranges 1 micrometer to the 5 micrometer. Okay, so the bacteria single cell prokaryotic. What does mean by prokaryotic? Means without nucleus. Prokaryotic means nucleus. So pro means not well developed. Okay, not well developed or without nucleus. Okay, the bacteria comes under the kingdom Monera. Okay, what does mean by bacteriology? The science that deals with the study of bacteria is called bacteriology. The range of the bacteria size means 1 micrometer to 5 micrometer. 1 micrometer to 5 micrometer. Yes, all are clear about this one? Next. Based on the respiration, the bacteria based on respiration, the bacteria are divided into 2 types. Aerobic bacteria and anaerobic bacteria. Aerobic bacteria. What does mean by anaerobic? Means in the presence of oxygen. The bacteria respire. That is called the anaerobic bacteria. This is the absence. Without oxygen, the bacteria respire. That is called the anaerobic bacteria. Absence of oxygen. Yes, all are clear about. Based on the respiration, the bacteria are divided into two types. That is aerobic bacteria and anaerobic the bacteria respire, that is called the aerobic bacteria. Anaerobic means the absence of oxygen, the bacteria respire, that is called an anaerobic bacteria. Anaerobic bacteria. Next we see the cell structure. Cell structure of bacteria. Yes, all are take a pencil and paper. Draw this one. Okay. Next one is the cell structure. Okay, all are take a pencil and paper. Okay, and draw the diagram bacteria cell. What is this? Bacteria cell structure. What is the diagram? Bacteria cell structure. Bacteria cell structure. Now I am drawing the outline and differentiate the colors. Okay. This like you draw it. Okay, done. Next, the first point, the bacterium has a outer covering. The bacterium has a outer covering that is called the cell wall. The bacterium having a outer covering that is called the cell wall. The nuclear material is represented by the nucleoid. This is the nuclear material. The nuclear material represented by the nucleoid. The nuclear material is represented by the nucleoid without nuclear membrane. Without nuclear membrane, because it is a prokaryotic, you know. So the prokaryotic means the nucleus having a nuclear membrane. An extra chromosomal DNA called plasmid are present in the cytoplasm. This is the cytoplasm. In this cytoplasm, the DNA, that is the plasmid, is present in the inside the cytoplasm. Next one is the ribosomes. Ribosomes is otherwise called the protein. Ribosomes is otherwise called the protein factory. In 6th standard itself you studied, isn't it? So the ribosomes produce the proteins. Okay. How much proteins are synthesized means 70 years ribosomes are proteins are synthesized in the bacteria cell. Okay. The other cell organs are mitochondria, Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum are absent. Flagella in, this is the flagella. What is the use of the flagella means for the locomotion. It moves one place to the another place with the help of the flagella. Flagella. This is the flagella. Flagella uses for locomotion to move one place to the another place. The outer covering, the bacteria cell having outer covering, that is called the cell wall. The nucleus is represented by the nuclear without nuclear membrane. Okay. So next, some of the cell organs are absent. Mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, these are absent. In ribosomes, the protein factories. How much they synthesize? 70? Yes. Next, the bacteria, based on the shape, the bacteria are divided into 4 types. Based on the shape, the bacteria are divided into 4 types. Bacilli, spirilla, cocci and vibrio. Okay, bacilli. This is the shape of the bacilli. Okay, this is the flagella. What is the shape of the bacilli? Rod shape. What is the shape of the bacillus? Rod shape. Example for the rod shaped bacteria: Bacillus anthrax. And spirilla. The shape is, this is the spirilla shape. Spiral. Helicobacter biliaria. The bacteria name. This is the shape. Spiral shape. The example of the spirilla means Helicobacter pylori. This is one of the bacteria name. Okay. Next one is the cocci. They are having a spiral or ball shape. Okay. Spectococcus. Vibrio. That is the comma shape. The shape is comma shape. The example bacteria Vibrio cholera. Vibrio cholera. Based on the shape, the bacteria are divided into 4 types. 1 bacilli, 2 spirilla, 3 cocci, 4 Vibrio. The diagram and example are basically rod shape. The diagram example is Bacillus anthracis. Spirilla, the spiral shape. Helicobacter. Example is Helicobacter. Cocci, ball shape or spherical. Spectrococcus, Vibrio, comma shaped and Vibrio cholera. Next, based on the flagella. Based on the flagella, the bacteria are divided into 5 types. The bacteria are divided into 5 types. Based on the flagella, the bacteria are divided into 5 types. Monotrichous, the second one is Lepotrichous, the third one is Amphitrichous. The third one is Amphitrichous. Next one is Peritrichous. Next, the fifth one is Atrichous. The fifth one is Atrichous. The fifth one is Atrichous. The trichous means flagella. Okay, trichous means flagella. Mono means one. A single flagella at one end. This is the bacteria, you know. Okay, so one end, single. Mono means one. A single flagella at one end. That is called the monotrichous. Trichous means flagella. Okay, the bacteria having single flagella. The bacteria having single flagella at one end is called the monotrichous. Next one is the leptotrichous. Next one is the leptotrichous, the tuft of bacteria at one end. The tuft of bacteria at one end. The bunch of bacteria as one end. That is called the leptotrichous. Next one is the amphitrichous. The flagella at both ends. The flagella at both ends. That is called the amphitrichous. Tuft of flagella at both ends. Tuft of flagella at both ends. Tuft of flagella at both ends. Next one is the peritrichous. The bacteria around all the sides. The flagella are around the bacteria, all the sides. That is called the peritrichous. Atrichous means without the flagella. Yes, monotrichous means the flagella having at one end only. Leptotrichous, tuft of flagella at one end. Amphitrichous means tuft of flagella at both ends. Peritrichous means the flagella all around the bacteria cells. Atrichous means without flagella. Okay, I am giving some examples. Vibrio cholera. Monotrichous means Vibrio cholera. Vibrio cholera is one of the bacteria. Okay, Vibrio cholera. Okay, this is one of the bacteria. This bacteria having only one flagella at one end. Okay, next one is the Pseudomonas. Next one is the Amphitrichous. Rhodospirillum ruberum. Next one is the Peritrichous E. coli. Okay, Amphitrichous cyanobacteria diphtheria. Okay, the bacteria get the food in many ways. The bacteria get the food in many ways. That is the photosynthesis and the chemosynthesis. Photosynthesis means with the help of sunlight. With the help of sunlight. With the help of sunlight, the bacteria getting the food. It is called the photosynthesis bacteria. That is called the cyanobacteria. Cyanobacterium. With the help of some bacteria live in the harsh environment. Uses chemical ammonium, hydrogen sulfate to produce their food instead of the sun. Okay. This process is the chemosynthesis. Chemosynthesis. Some bacteria exhibit symbiotic. What does mean by symbiotic? They mutually understand. If attack the one host cell means the host cell give the food to bacteria. The bacteria give the food to host cell. So mutually understand. That is the symbiotic relationship. The example is E. coli. Present in the small intestines. Okay, bacteria reproduce by fission, binary fission and multiple fissions. Yes, students, all are clear about today's chapter. Virus, structure of virus, shapes of the virus, bacteria, shapes of cell structure. Based on the shape, the bacteria are divided in 4 types. Based on the flagella, the bacteria are divided into 5 types. Okay, I give the worksheet. Do the worksheet. Then only you know that you care about the lesson. Okay. Thank you, students. We will meet tomorrow.